Cido Is Obese, we kidnapped the neighbor's cat and turned him into Bajimbo.
I'm going to eat you.
When Cidinho showed up at our door, just like the kitten from Shrek, he was just a skinny little kitten with a hairy grape bunch hanging from his butt.
And he walked through the gate like he owned the place, and the gentlemen with their cock-a-doodle-doos just let him. Ha 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 ha! Oh man, this really is a madhouse, you know?
And as clueless as those two are, they thought the striped one had chosen them to be his new owners. But the truth is, the feeling that drove this empty-bellied little guy wasn't love, it was hunger. Here at Brigadeirão house, he found something much more precious than affection. He found the true feline gold mine, unlimited wet food and kibble. His former owner even came to take him back. But he only lasted 3 hours without free food. And soon Beloso was already crying at our gate, wanting more snacks. And well, 5 months later, here we are with a garage completely turned into a cat haven, which is the home of Cindy, the neighborhood cat, and the fluffy loaf from the street behind. The duo, Bella and Sphere. Wow, Will Pitbull. But how did the newcomer get so well fed? Well, my friend, here we have the habit of always leaving the cat's bowl with a little bit of food at the bottom, so that the rats, the big white rats and the black one with the crooked tail, get used to not wanting to eat as soon as the food is served, but instead nibble a little on the plate during the day and at night. The supply of food has always been free, and they eat as they feel the need, and that's never been a problem. After all, they remain at their ideal weights. Although there are those who say that the pirate cat is chubby, but only those who saw her looking like a little sausage after giving birth to 4 kittens would know. You realize that, in fact, she's at the peak of beauty and health. And well, we thought the starving one would act the same way, right? With moderation. And would just nibble enough to satisfy his craving and save the rest for later. Guys, when we realized it, the guy looked like he had turned into a stunt double for a planet. He got to a point of being so fat that if you put a ballerina skirt on him and he sits on the floor, he turns into a brigadeiro. Now it's time to undo the damage. Before the show, my 600 LB Life contacts us wanting to do an episode about Kunhufo Panza. Besides cutting back on dry food and wet food, we're going to include a series of daily games to help boost energy expenditure. But I'll tell you about these crazy ideas in tomorrow's video. Another strategy is to always keep their litter box clean so we can get those huge poops out without any worries. Because it's just math, right? If a lot is going in, a lot more is coming out. And using quality litter makes all the difference in every cat's quality of life. That's why we chose Cat Life Bio Litter. It's natural, safe, comfortable, quickly absorbs, and has no chemicals. Emptying the belly is just as important as filling it, and both of these tasks require care and good choices for our cat's health. Well, that's my take. Now we just have to hope that Pratinha gets used to eating when the food is served, and that Inonio is satisfied with eating only the recommended amount. Even though it's obvious, the desperation is huge. Guys, this cat obesity thing is really serious. Depending on their weight, they can't even clean their private parts. I sure don't want to clean Perua and Gluglut Motomoto. Now tell me, my dear, do you have a pet like these angels? Do they need to go on a diet? How much do you think Cidinho weighs? See you!